Hey everybody, Spidey here. Welcome to the Marvel Card News. As always, I hope you're having a marvelous day. We're going to jump right into it with the latest from Marvel Beginnings. Last week, the guys from Upper Deck on the Twitch channel gave us an update on Marvel Beginnings, including new product shots. Let's check that out now.
Preview upcoming set that we're very excited for. It's 2022's Marvel Beginnings Volume 2. The set returns after more than a decade hiatus. It features 540 unique characters, as well as those who haven't been seen in quite some time. Collectors can expect rainbow foils, blue rainbow cosmic cubes, and flipped effects parallels. Some chase cards that you can be on the hunt for include A Point in Time, which takes a look at some of the events that changed the landscape of the publisher's history, comic clippings lineage booklets that capture the evolution of characters, mega splash page jumbo pages, which highlight splash pages from Silver Age of Marvel Comics and beyond, and much more. The 2022 Marvel Beginnings Volume 2 is expected to hit hobby store shelves this summer.
Nice little bit of news dropped in that clip on Twitch. Again, Upper Deck does have a Twitch channel where they appear to be doing almost weekly, video drops about Marvel products. So that's really nice. But they let us know that this product is set to release this summer. And we were anticipating that, but nothing official has come out. So now we know we will get the first installment of this Volume 2 of Marvel Beginnings this summer. Again, this is going to be released over 3 different series, Series 1, 2, and 3. And the trading card checklist is actually over 500 cards, but you won't get all of that in the first release. Again, that will happen this summer. We know that Series 2, or the second set to be released, that those sketch cards are already in hand with the artists for those sketches to be drawn so that they can go into the boxes at a later date. I'm not sure how quickly we will see all 3 sets released from one another, but I suspect it won't be that long of a wait in between each. I must add that the product images of these comic clipping lineage booklets look really good. And that brings us to this week's Marvel Unbound, which has been announced, and we will be getting Ghost Spider herself, Spider-Gwen, Gwen Stacy, drawn by the one and only Fred and Ian. Now, with this release, this is one of the ones that have been most anticipated. We knew about this image. We saw it in the official release early on. This product is going to drop on Upper Deck's ePack. Again, it's a single card release with the parallels and variations that you can get. It'll release on Upper Deck's ePack at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time, 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And we will have an opportunity for this sketch card, which is incredible. Very excited about it. If you're not familiar with this, trust me, you're going to want to be there. But the servers are going to make it difficult, and not everyone will get these cards like they want. What makes characters like Ghost Spider increase the difficulty for Upper Deck's ePack is because there are people who will only want this card even if they're not trying to complete the set. There are some people who only want this card because they believe they can flip it, and there are some people who want every opportunity to get this sketch card of Ghost Spider. I am one of those people. I am going to get as many packs as I can for the opportunity to get the sketch card and an autograph from Fred and Ian. And yeah, I'll use the whatever extra cards that I might be able to get to trade for the weeks that I'm not able to get on Unbound. But this is a great release. Great job by Fred and Ian. Very excited about it. And it does have people asking the question, if previous sketch cards, like this really nice sketch card of a character that not everyone's familiar with, Longshot, if that would sell for $1,500, how much more would the Ghost Spider full body with a wonderful background sketch card sell for? I don't know, but I hope it's something I have to face because I do want the opportunity to get it. In other news, Shang-Chi is available and the blasters are showing up at your local Targets and other retail outlets, so go pick them up if you want them. But the trading card set that has most Marvel card collectors' attention at the moment is the surprisingly good Marvel Annual 2021-2022 set. And the news that I want to share with you is not that that's out, but that the blasters are available for purchase on Upper Deck's website. That website is upperdeckstore.com. Now, I have not seen these boxes in any retail spaces such as Target or Barnes & Noble or Walmart. I'm hoping that they will be released there, but at the very least, you can get them at your distributors and on upperdeckstore.com, not ePack, store.com. But one thing Upper Deck has been doing since they started these retail box releases of Marvel cards is having a retail parallel exclusive, and that is also the case with Marvel Annual 2021-2022. You have these blue parallels here, and I have to say, I do like them. They do shine really nicely, and I think it's a nice parallel to chase and to, add to that binder collection. Just for reference, the blue parallels that you're seeing here, I found on an eBay listing. It just had the biggest assortment of these blues that I could show you. I'm going to drop a link in the description below. But back to the blaster boxes, these retail boxes, it does have me wondering, will we see these in store? And I hope we do. So maybe I'll have a chance to pick some up off the shelf. In the meantime, I have my order of my 6 boxes from upperdeckstore.com. So that brings us to the part of the news where we look at the upcoming Marvel trading card set release dates. And at first, we're going to look at Marvel Beginnings again because we did hear the crew say that this set will release during the summer, and May 31st is pretty close to the summer. I know that's when I'll be taking our summer family vacation, so excited about that. That also shows here that Marvel Allure would release on the same date. I don't see that happening, so one of those is going to have to give. Maybe one will stay true, maybe one won't. Either way, I will be happy with either of those sets releasing on May 31st. Next, we show Eternals, available for pre-order but does not have an anticipated release date. And we got Marvel Studios Loki, which also shows a release date of May 31st. These feel like punt dates that are just punted into the future, and we'll see what happens. Next, as previously mentioned on the Marvel Card News, we have the Marvel Studios What If set that shows a release date of July 31st, 2023. And just a quick note about the price of Marvel Beginnings. That price just feels high to me at $250 a box. I would love to see that adjusted down quite a bit, actually. $150 a box would be nice, especially since we've been able to order products here recently for closer to $100 a box. And that brings us to Allegiance, Avengers vs. X-Men. Now, this shows a date of June 28, 2023, but I'm aware that the artists still are working on the sketch cards, and they have not all been turned in, and they haven't, hit their due date yet either. It's coming pretty quick, but I'm not sure if that date's going to hold. Now, what I don't know is whether or not if those sketch card sketches are only going to go on Upper Deck's ePack, and if that's the case, maybe that date does hold. Just as a side note, this is the first time that I've realized we're getting a James Bond Black Diamond trading card set, and look at those prices already. Wow. The name is Bond. James Bond. Now for some CGC news I'm really excited to report on, and that is that we now have a pop report for Marvel cards in CGC's Marvel card grading system. And what's really, really cool is that pop report has been broken up into 4 eras to help us better understand and search for our graded Marvel cards at CGC. Now, the first era is the Golden Era from 1966 to 1985, which began with those Don Russ trading cards. From there, we go to 1986 to 1996, the Creator era of Marvel cards. The third era, and the one that most of us missed, is the Excelsior era from 1997 to 2011. And lastly, that brings us to the modern era of Marvel cards that we're currently in from 2012 to now. At a quick first glance, it appears that the 1990 Marvel Universe, Impel Marvel Universe, is the most graded set, with actually 2022's Spider-Man Metal following closely behind. And that just has me wonder, this modern era that began in 2012, when will it end? Did it end last year in 2022? Will it end after the release of the next Marvel Masterpieces set? Or will we continue to just be in the modern Marvel card era for some time? And that brings us to our next CGC Signature Series big news, and that's that Rob Liefeld, we think, is going to be signing Marvel cards. Let me explain. Here we have some of the images of his remarks that he does and of his fun signatures. You have his normal signature and you have the chiseled Liefeld signature. Now, Rob went to Instagram to express his excitement for this event, and in the comments he says he will be signing Marvel cards. He also said there's no Todd McFarlane-like restrictions on what he will sign. Now all that's left to do is to wait for CGC to officially announce that we can submit our cards, get our pricing so that we can get those signed by Rob. And now the question is, which cards? I think a lot of people are going to be sending the Deadpool promo that came out of the X-Force comic books in the 90s. Now, those are widely considered the Deadpool rookie card. Now, I don't get into all that. But if you are interested in this card, you still can find it in these polybagged comic books of X-Force 1. I prefer the actual Deadpool from the X-Force trading card set. This is card number 60. That same X-Force box set will include a lot of other characters that Rob Liefeld had a hand in creating, such as Cable, which is a great character for X-Men. However, this is Todd McFarlane's art, but Rob did help create them. I do like this Assassin Deadpool card here, but it is horizontal, so you got to think about how that looks in the slab. Then you have Domino, another great card here that I think would look excellent with the Rob Liefeld signature. And then later sets, such as Onslaught, you have this Iron Man done by Rob Liefeld. Now remember, there is a pack-pulled version of this auto, so be careful in the future if people try to use this signing as an opportunity to create what appears to be pack-pulled autos. But here are the current pricing for Rob stuff, but we don't know what it's going to be for the trading cards, but I do look forward to getting a few signed myself. All right, guys, this has been another episode of the Marvel Card News. Really appreciate you watching. If you like this kind of content, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button for me. If you like this video, please hit the like button. If you have any questions, leave me a comment down below. But as always, I hope you have a marvelous day.